everybody, Jeppy here, and welcome to the show. In today's episode, we are going to be interviewing a very, very important person. You might already know him. Please, everybody in the crowd, get your hands together in applause for none other than Brimstone.
Hello.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today on the show, Brimstone. I must say, I have been dying to have you on the show and be able to speak with you.
I like the enthusiasm.
Well, I am really excited to have you on for today's episode. Well, for anyone watching who doesn't know, Liam, do you mind if I call you Liam?
Yes.
Well, okay, Brimstone it is. Well, as I was saying earlier, for any of you guys watching who doesn't know, Brimstone is world famous around the world for being not only the founder, but the leader of the Valorant Protocol. The Valorant Protocol!
Someone has to look out for these knuckleheads.
well, yes, I guess that's right. Well, this actually leads to the very first question of the interview for today's episode, Brimstone. What's it like being the leader of such a powerful and influential organization?
Failure is the great teacher. I want to see heroes, not heroics.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting. Thank you so much for sharing, Brimstone. So you are continuing to lead to keep your team very professional and ultimately keep them focused on the task at hand for the mission?
Sorry, kids. That's why they put me in charge.
Yes, that is true, guys. Brimstone does refer to his team as friends, but I don't think they'll mind hearing you say you have to, look out for them and stuff.
I care about them.
Aw, that's so nice to hear when a strong leader, I love seeing this, when a strong leader is so compassionate and really does care for their team. Brimstone, if I may, I do have another question for you for the interview. Do you think there will ever be a time where you sort of have to, pass the torch over to another agent to lead the Valorant Protocol?
I'll never retire.
Oh, man. Man, if I was kind of getting up there in age, I know your agents kind of make fun of you sometimes for your age. I have seen interviews with that. If I was your age, I would be like, at this time, kind of just sitting back, relaxing, and just chilling out.
Who's the old dog now?
Yeah, you're right. I guess I'm the old dog now. Brimstone, I have another question, if I may. So,
Drink some water. You know what to do.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. I had a tickle in my throat. Thank you, Brim, for reminding me to drink some water. I appreciate it. Sorry. As I was saying, though, for my question, what asset do you think you yourself, give to your team the most? What asset do you think is most important to you that you provide when dealing with these pesky, evil Omega Earth criminals?
My smokes can block the enemy's line of sight. Once they're blind, we move. That's the way.
Okay, that does sound pretty straightforward. Thank you very much for sharing. Is there anything else in your kit or, something that you provide to your team that is kind of important to you?
Yes, my stim beacon.
Oh, yes, I have heard about this stim beacon before. So, correct me if I'm wrong, Brimstone. This stim beacon, isn't it like a device that you made or the kingdom made that not only increases the fire rate of your weapon, but also increases the reload speed and the movement speed of the agents in the area as well?
On the money. Like butter, baby.
Wow, that is so interesting. Thank you for sharing. I would love to see how the stim beacon works someday, but I'm sure it's very complex and maybe you can share that for another episode. But since you did just bring butter up in your answer earlier, quick question, Britton. What do you think is the best way to have butter?
Deep fried.
Deep fried. Wow. I was going to say butter on toast would be the best way.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you had such a strong opinion about this, Brimstone. I do apologize. I was just curious because I never had, butter deep fried before. What does it even taste like? Is it even good?
You know what? Forget it.
Wait, no, Brim. I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean to upset you or anything. I was just wondering, how is butter deep fried? I would thought it would be better on toast, but I would be willing to try it deep fried.
Keep taking this seriously. If you keep pulling stunts like that, down you go.
If I keep pulling stunts like that, Brim, hang on. I think we're on a totally different page here. I think you're not understanding what I'm trying to say. And also, wait, did you just threaten me?
Jackass.
Okay, Brimstone, that is wildly inappropriate, and I won't tolerate any of this on my show. There can be kids watching.
Who trained you?
Who trained me? Well, I guess this is like all self-taught. Like I kind of just started this show on my own.
Get off my lawn!
Your lawn, sir, this is my show. I brought you on as a guest to my show to talk about super important events like, other Earths and universes coming over and stealing our rating and attacking us, and you're all upset about butter?
Sit still.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I never had anything happen like this on the show before, Brimstone. I apologize. I'm sorry. Can we please move on?
Not so tough after all.
Can we please move on?
Sorry. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So as I was trying to say earlier, and what I wanted to say during the interview is back on the topic of these Omega Earth people who are coming over, these agents, these lookalikes, if you will, that are coming over to our Earth, destroying our cities, stealing our radionite. What's it like trying to save the people who are being affected by this crisis?
We save who we can. That's enough.
Are you able to share any more information with us, the public, about what's going on here? Or is this more so just like a confidential thing with a leader?
That's how the boss does it.
Okay, guys, I guess it's confidential. I guess we're not going to learn any much more about this topic. If there is one thing, Brimstone, if I may ask, if there is one thing, in case Omega Earth is watching, or anyone on Omega Earth is watching, any leadership or civilians, if there is one message you can say to these people, what would it be?
We didn't have to be your enemy.
Okay, thank you for that statement, Brimstone. And I guess with that, we're going to wrap up today's interview. I do apologize to anyone watching who maybe was expecting a little bit more from Brimstone. It looks like we may have caught him on a bad day. I'm so sorry about that, man.
Sorry to spoil the party. Ain't my time.
Well, I hope that one day you do consider joining back on the show for another interview, Brimstone. Maybe a day where you're not so much in a bad mood and you're more up for an interview.
Now we're cooking.
Okay, well, maybe we can schedule for it another time. It was really nice talking to you, Brimstone.
Okay, time for a protein shake.
All right, thank you for coming on the show, and it was really nice meeting you.
Don't expect a hug.